Johnson and Police Chief Rob Hickman. Pull to the right and stop your vehicle when emergency vehicles approach with their lights and sirens activated. Be very mindful of the increase in traffic which has already started on the weekends and will dramatically increase with Memorial Day weekend and the start of summer.
Anything you want to add to that? No. Good. And finally, one final thing. We had the presentation this evening from the folks from the Ports Committee, and one of the things they discussed was reenactors. That adds a lot of character to the event and festivities. So I would like to make a motion, and I have a copy to pass down to the clerk so she doesn't have to write her arm off. I would like to make a motion that the City of Port Clinton suspend all prohibitions related to camping and typical camping activities in the area known as Waterworks Park from Friday, August 30th, 2013 at 8 a.m. until Monday, September 2nd, 2013 at 2 p.m. in order to allow period reenactors to participate in the 200th anniversary celebration of the Battle of Lake Erie, to undertake an encampment, much like General Harrison did with his troops almost in the same exact location in 1813, just prior to their invasion of Canada. Furthermore, in a gesture of goodwill and long-standing peace between our two great nations, this action by Port Clinton City Council shall recommend to the participating reenactors that they not invade Canada this time around.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second that, Madam President.
Thank you, Mrs. Snell. Any discussion? I would. Sorry.
I just have, I guess, a little question, not having all the background on it. I guess I was just kind of hoping to get filled in a little bit.
Sure. And correct me, I'll let you guys jump in. 25, 30 folks dressed in period attire. They go around and do this at various engagements. They're from the time period of 1812. That's the Battle of Lake Erie. They set up a little encampment, much like what you saw back in 1812 in the area of Jeff Morgan's front yard. On Fulton and Cary. They'll do a wide range of things with demonstrations to the crowds that come by. It's been recommended by the organizers at the parent level that this adds a great deal to the overall atmosphere and is a great tool to help the overall activities taking place in and around the park.
So it's in Jeff's front yard?
No. When in fact, back in 1813.
Oh, gotcha.
They dropped off the troops, and popular theory is they were kind of in that area of Jeff Morgan's front yard.
They released all their horses.
Actually, I would like to. I was going to ask the fire chief and the police chief if they'd like to comment.
The only thing I have is if we allow it for this group, we're going to have to allow it for others.
And I guess I would have no objection once another group celebrates their 200th anniversary. This is kind of a one-time thing in our community's history. There is no other activity that I can think of that would request such a venture. There's no other need to have camping in Waterworks Park for any other activity.
And going back on it, there are other things that would have to be accomplished if this resolution is passed. There are some county regulations that have to be met and maintained. Those are things that you want to take it back to your mind and take into consideration. Regardless, there's the health department has to do some work with regards to gray water, has to do some work with some other things. So those type of criteria will also have to be taken into consideration. That is one of the main reasons, because of the EPA regulations and things that the city's mandated under, that we have eliminated the camping at Waterworks Park for the Walleye Festival, which has been a couple, 3 years in process. But it's a feasible option as long as the balance of the things are followed through the county that have to be done at that time.
Mr. Opperman had a question.
This is only pertaining to the reenactors, correct? So if they're not a reenactor, the city's going to...
They're not camping.
Okay, thank you for clarification.
I'd just like to say that Put-in-Bay has already followed this and gotten rid of their ordinance or, for that period of time, just for the reenactors. And they're in the city, Ottawa County, I believe.
And I
So-
understand that, but, it's with everything we've been through over the past 3 or 4 years with regards to the other camping down in that park, just make sure that everything stays in there. The other thing that from the fire department aspect is if this resolution is passed and resolved, we would have to sit down and talk about the fires and those type of things at night with regards to weapons on, because there are certain regulations that we have to maintain there.
And I think in line with what Ken says, the city already has some legislation that deals with special events and city properties and everything, and I think those need to be reviewed in regard to what you're talking about too, just that the basics of those are done, and that it's a safe and organized type of situation. So we're not setting something up that somebody else comes along, we're in a position that we have to deal with that. I think we need to limit it to that type of thing and follow the safety precautions against doing that.
Mike, would there be some reason why we could not wait with voting on this resolution until the next meeting? And in the meantime, perhaps these things can be clarified?
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, folks in the back, there's a little bit of a time-sensitive issue. A lot of communities would like to see these folks. This is a professional organization that gets together, much like the Civil War reenactors that you see at various locations. These guys are just a little bit earlier. They're in high demand. There's a lot of communities that are putting these things together.
Okay, well, then I guess what I would suggest is maybe we could add an amendment to your resolution that says, provided all appropriate regulations are reviewed and adhered to.
I'll second that.
Say it one more time. Provided all regulations are reviewed and adhered to.
We have a motion on the floor that's been amended, and would the clerk please call the roll?
Are we voting on the, what are we voting on right now? Yeah. Sorry.
We got amendment to the resolution.
Adding the amendment to the, okay, that's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Ron Ackerman,
Yes.
Kathy Bell,
Yes?
Nicole DeFrias,
Yes.
Randy Lipstrom,
Yes.
Mark Hopler,
Yes.
Mike Snyder,
Yes.
Deborah Benko.
Yes.
Thank you. We can now attach the amendment to the motion, and now will the clerk please call the roll for the amendment as amended, or the ordinance, or the resolution as amended.
Mrs. Mel, second.
Did you second?
Kathy Bell,
Yes?
Mike Snyder,
Yes.
Deborah Benko,
Yes.
Ron Ackerman,
Yes.
Nicole DeFrias,
No.
Randy Lipstrom,
No.
Mark Hopler,
Yes.
You already had. The motion is passed.
Thank you, Madam President. That's all.
Mr. Freitas.
I just wanted to thank Main Street for upgrading 5 of the electrical panels at Waterworks Park. They do a lot of stuff and are oftentimes humble about what they do for the city. So they have upgraded that at no cost to the city, and it will be left there for tall ships and future events down in that area. So I just wanted to thank them for doing that and contributing that to the community. And Miss Erica has a little something too.
I would like to encourage everyone to come to participate in the CMP Lighted Boat Parade being held on May 24th at 9:30 p.m. Applications are still being taken. You can pick them up at the Main Street office or online at www.walletSF.com.
And one more thing, the next infrastructure meeting is June 4th at 6:30.
Mr. Lipstrom.
Just one quick announcement. Next Thursday will be the kickoff for the Greater Portland Area Arts Council's first art walk, which will be 5 to 8 Downtown businesses are going to be open. There's going to be pop-up galleries, strolling musicians, refreshments. I know at 1812, Andy Sackstetter is going to be doing a sculpture demonstration. I believe that was the one that I remember that was confirmed. Inside the historic Fort Clinton boundaries, and it will happen every month thereafter on the third Thursday, 5 to 8. Just encourage people to foot traffic to go through downtown, business to business. A lot of the businesses are going to be staying open later till 8 p.m. Just an early kickoff through the weekend for some. And I asked Patrick several times if he had anything to say, but he... Nothing at all? Okay. And on that, that's it for this evening.
Mrs. Springer, would you like to introduce your clerk, shadow clerk?
Yeah. This is Shelby. Hi. She is a junior, and I told her everything that I do, and she hasn't taken any
Members of the audience. Seeing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn, Ms. Benko.
I didn't fill Nathan in on this part, so if you'll bear with me.
Say, Madam President, I move this August body adjourn. I move this August body adjourn. Do I have a second? Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Thank you, guys.